Hi everybody, so today we're just going to do a little quick review on percent, and this video will help you with the assignment for this week. So just a reminder that percent times whole equals the part. That equation is what you're going to need to be able to solve these problems. And remember, the whole, that's like the 100%, that's like your total. Your part, that's just like part of the 100%. That's whatever part that they're maybe asking us to figure out, or they might give you that. The key word to tell you what the part is, remember, is the part. And remember, whole of. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll do 2 examples here, and then hopefully that will help you with the assignment for this week. So we're going to look at this problem for, it says Derek has a .250 batting average at the end of his last baseball season, which means he got a hit 25% of the times he went to bat. If Derek has 47 hits this season, how many times did he bat? So here it says he got .250 batting average. So that means he got 25% of, he hit the ball 25% of the times he went to bat. So think about baseball. Maybe some of you guys know more about baseball than others, but when you play baseball, you go up to bat, and then you either make a hit or you don't make a hit. If you don't make a hit, you get out. If you do make a hit, you get on base, right? So it's saying that he made a hit 25% of the time. And remember, these two are the same thing. .250 is the same as 25%. Because remember, to change 25% into a decimal, if there is no decimal, it's divisible. It's at the end, right? You move it over 2 to the left, so it becomes .25. Okay, so keeping that in mind, it says he got 47 hits last season. It says he had 47 hits last season, and it also says he hit 25% of the times. He got a hit 25%. So before we use the equation, I'm just gonna do a double number line like we were doing at the end of school before school had ended. Remember, the first one's the percent. 0%, 100%, and on the bottom is the how many times he bat, how many times he went up to bat. 0 is 0%. It says he got a hit 25% of the time. 25% of the time. So we put 25% on there, and it also says he got 47 hits. So 47 hits is 25%. That's the relationship between the two. The 47 hits is the 25%. So 47 will go here. They want us to figure out how many times did he bat. That means how many times did he go up to try to hit. And that's the total. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's 100%. So if you know 25% is 47, how can I use that to figure out what 100% is? This one's easy because we only got to do one thing. To get from 25 to 100, we could just times it by 4, right? 25 times 4 is 100. So down here, we could do exactly the same thing. 47 times 4. Do that real quick. 47 and 4. We get 188. So the question was, how many times did he bat? He batted 188 times. Alright, real quick, just using the formula, percent times whole equals part. The percent they give us, again, is 25, but we got to change the decimal, which is 0.25. The whole, that's how many times how many total times. Remember, he hit it 25% of times, but how many times did he try? That's the whole, we don't know. The part, the 25% that he hit, that was 47. So again, just plug in, if you're using this method, just plug in the numbers they give you into the correct part of this equation. Then right here we're trying to solve for the whole. Remember, we could divide both sides by 0.25. You do that, you do the math out, you use a calculator for that one, that's okay. You get 188 also. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. We'll do one more problem below it. Alright, here it says Nelson used 35% of his savings account for his class trip in May. So 35% of his savings account class trip in May. He used $140 from his savings account while on the class trip. How much money was in the savings account before the trip? So this one, we'll do the formula first for this one. Percent times whole equals part. Percent right there is easy. He used 35%. But you look at the sentence right after, it says he used 140. Right? So 140 is not the whole. That's only 35%. We're trying to figure out the whole. How much was in his account before the trip? So we don't know the whole. We do know the part, which he uses 140, and the percent is 35. Remember, you got to change it to 0.35. Right here, to figure out the whole, just like in the other problem, we divide both sides by 0.35. If you're good at identifying which one's percent, whole, and part, the equation isn't too bad. Divide that. And again, it's okay for that one. You can just use your calculator. You get 400. So that means he had 400 in the savings account, and he used 35%, which is 140. He used 140. Okay, so real quick, the double number line. We got the percent on top. On the bottom, we got the money. 0% is 0. In this problem, they're asking how much he started with. How much was in his account before. So that's 100%. That's what we don't know. They tell us that he used 35%. And they also tell us, it says he used 140. So 140 is 35%. How can we use that to get the whole? So remember this one, 35 doesn't go into 100 evenly, right? So we have to find a number that goes into 35 and 100. You guys think about what that is? It's 5. So we're going to figure out what 5% is. To go from 35 to 5, what's 35 divided by 5? 7, right? So we divide it by 7. If I remember, whatever I do to the top one, I do it down here also. So we divide this by 7, you get 20. The thing is, a lot of you guys have a problem before we left is, why did we do that? We did that because 35 cannot go in 100, so I can't just go from here to here. We have to figure out a number that goes in both of them, which is 5. So I use this information to get this information. So we know 5% of the money is $20. How can we use that to figure out this? How do you go from 5 to 100? 5 times 20 is 100. And then so down here, we do exactly the same thing. What's 20 times 20? 400. So that means $400 was in his account before the trip. Hopefully that would be useful and helpful for you guys. Again, feel free to message me any questions you guys have on the assignment. Good luck.